for you, how personal is this record?
Is extremely personal and cathartic, and writing is just the best feeling to get my feelings out into a lyric and melody, and feel like, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what I'm feeling right now, and I just really expressed it. I'm not good at that in normal life, in a conversation or something, or in my relationships. So to get it into a song,
So you got to get it out in the song.
To be able to hear it back and rewind the tape and listen to it again, it's like, yes, that is it.
For me, music is always a priority more than what the message is, which which is why I don't have a lyrical say in the roots. But this album catches on immediately. Were you guys at all shocked at how it caught on? Like, no one goes in here saying, okay, it's going to be a multi-platinum record. Like, or did you figure that this is going to catch on to?
I had both voices in my head at the same time. It's like, part of me is thinking, we're going to sell 100 copies to our friends and family. That's going to be it. I'm going to go back and get my job at Tower Records. That was cool, but it's over. But part of me is thinking, this album is amazing, and this band is amazing, and once the right audience picks up on it, this is going to be huge, and it's going to go on to be an important album for a long time. So I had both those voices in my head.
What were those early shows like promoting once the album came out? Like how many? Well, it was also the period of us as Americans getting to know the festival or this whole new way of presenting your music. Like, what was the process of promoting it? Like, who did they pair you with? And
what was the circuit?
The key was honestly K-Rock and MTV. That was the two big levers that we were fortunate enough to be involved in.
Yeah, they first bigger tour was with Lush. We were opening for Lush, and that was just kind of was like, whoa, that's a really cool band, and it's great to be out with them. And then we went out with Live for a couple months, and that was great because they had a much bigger audience. Those were bigger venues.
Mm-hmm.
And at this time, Undone over the summer had been a thing, and then were we at the Buddy Holly stage at that point?
Yeah.
And then the Say It Ain't So after that.
I was going to say, I'm just now remembering.
Lots of radio shows, too.
Oh, my God.
I remember once having an argument with one of our video directors because I didn't realize, well, obviously the Sweater song had to have been tracked. What the song was Twice as Fast, right?
Yeah.
You guys were doing it on 45. Because I couldn't, for me, the coolest part of the Sweater video was how, I don't know if who's the one snapping, is Scott snapping his fingers?
That's Matt.
Matt, yeah.
Oh, Matt, right. Just, right. And I kept micromanaging our director, like, nah, man, like, I want a cool moment. Look, like, I don't see the cool moment. Like, we don't look cool. We don't look as, and
comparing yourself to Weezer, you were thinking
that?
Like, so much revelation happening today.
You don't understand, like, no, all the time at the label, like, especially when it caught, like, right before Buddy Holly came out, like, all the interns, all the, just the everyday workers at DGC or whatever, like, you guys were their hero. It was always like Weezer, and then they would, when it's time to choose video directors or whatever, okay, well, we'll show you all the video directors that Weezer looked at, and da-da-da-da-da, and we can't afford Spike Jonze or whatever, and we didn't have a relationship with him at the time, so, I hated the video process. But how did you guys hook up with Spike? Because
yeah, I mean, we felt the same way. I remember when we turned in the records, we just said, we're not making a video, forget it. And
why?
We had a lot of requirements.
Yeah. I thought videos were stupid, but and they sent us whole bunch of treatments. These are like
Oh,
1 or 2
treatments.
page.
Didn't you hate those?
Yeah,
Treatments.
and every single one had something to do with a sweater, and it was like, oh, come on. But then we got one from Spike, and it was like 2 sentences or something. You know, you guys are playing in
Blue
in front of a
background.
blue background, and halfway through, a pack of dogs runs across the screen. It's like, and it's all in one
In
shot.
one
It's all
shot.
one shot, yeah.
Okay, good, that sounds cool. And
How many takes did that take? I'm very obsessed with that video, and especially when the dogs would run by, and I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
awesome.
"God damn it!" Like something so simple being like super effective. How many takes was that for you guys?
It was one day.
Yeah, it was a lot of takes, all different speeds.
I imagine it was later because I figured like your level of silly, like when
Yeah.
you're dancing at the drum set or whatever. Like,
I can't look at it.
was there any editing trickery, or was that actually like?
No, it's all one take. It's one guy with a steady cam, and he was. Oh, that was a lot of work. Like he was
He
sweating.
was exhausted by the end.
Yep.
Was it choreographed the same way each time?
He sort of had a circuit that he would do, and I think the one we wound up using was, the one.
Yeah, that was probably one of the last ones.